going to be yet another storytime hypnosis video. With this time the premise being entering an Alice in Wonderland like world. AKA, I'm going to be incredibly random with what I do. Perhaps mundane here and there, perhaps a little more wild elsewhere. Either way, I hope you enjoy. So why don't you just focus on my words and get all nice and comfy, ready to fall down that rabbit hole. That is what's going to happen, is it not? Just like Alice, your curiosity pulls you into my worlds, wanting to enter another world. I know it does, sweetie. So you can just let Miss Bell read you a story in which you're the character. You can let those eyes drift shut and just focus on my words. Focus on the way the story plays out. As you see, it's all a dream in the end. A dream that you'll enter. As your body relaxes with each passing moment. As you get all cuddled up and comfy. All cozy and warm. It's only natural, after all, you're hearing my words. My words guide you closer and closer to the story. And that's the way the plot's written. And you're a very well animated character. You follow the plot well. And right now, that means you find yourself focused on my words. You find yourself starting to breathe deep and slow. Breathing in, holding for a moment, and then breathing out. And that's it, sweetheart. You're doing such an amazing job already. Following the words of the narrator down into your story. As your body relaxes more and more. As you feel your body growing loose, limp and relaxed. Your mind able to let go of anything bothering it. Because that's not important right now. Just my words, that's all you need. And that's it. My dear sweet character. Trailing down further and further, nice and relaxed, as we head into story time. Rising up from a tender nap, you find yourself at an unfamiliar location. You hear the sound of water running around you, and you feel like you're almost bobbing. Confused and hazy, you look around to find yourself atop a leaf, floating down an orange river. And curious, you dunk a finger in and lick. Oh, it's to be some form of orange soft drink. It doesn't taste very good. You gag and spit, as there's been very clearly something else mixed in there, which only makes sense. It is a river after all. You look around, finding the reeds have grown to be the size of large buildings, the grass towering in scale. Or perhaps you have become simply tinier. It's very hard to tell, but that's okay, as very quickly the current pulls the leaf towards the edge of the bed, and you jump on off. You wouldn't want to be swept downriver, no. A little confused and frightened, you question where you might be. As you look around, you decide to head down through the grass. After all, this is only a dream, right? Couldn't be real. So you trek on down, believing this is the best way for you to go. As you head on through the reeds and grass, seeing the towering flowers overhead. You eventually come across a small house, one sized for you. A chimney with puffs of smoke flowing out, and a lovely bed of tiny flowers, ones that even you could snip. Whatever could pollinate these, you wonder? Whomever could live here? Well, there's only one way to find out now, isn't there? You head on over and knock, knock, knock on the front door. And as you do, the door opens up to see a man, or perhaps a woman, or perhaps a frog, perhaps something else entirely, maybe all three. It's very unclear to you. They're very strange in appearance. Bared in a top hat, cane in hand, and a rather snazzy shirt. Their voice comes out to you, echoing and loud. "To what are you doing on my land?" You stumble back, not quite expecting that. You explain how you're lost, but that you're pretty sure it's a dream, and that normally you'd tower far over his home. He looks at you in confusion, like you're a strange person. Perhaps it was she who questioned your existence. It's very unclear, and you do not know. But when you talk, he seems to listen. You try to explain that you are a human, that you come from towers far larger than any blade of grass, and even your foot before would accidentally step on his house. They look you up and down and gesture you in. You follow them in, just like you'd go into a trance. You step inside to his cozy cottage. You find that sitting on a stove is a kettle aboil, the warmth flickering of the flame still lit. Impressive it could be here and be this small. Perhaps it's not a fire, but simply an ember. He pulls up a chair and gestures for you to sit. You hesitate for a moment before choosing not to be rude. You sit upon the chair, waiting for their next response. "Well, if you really are one of these humans that you say, then perhaps I can do something. Get you where you need to be." You look at him, thinking, well, this must be a dream. I couldn't possibly get a lucky break this quickly. As he places down 2 cups of tea, one of them spirals of green, the other spirals of red. You look at him confused, wondering if he's trying to poison you. He speaks up in his same booming voice. "Well, you must drink a tea. I'm sure you know the right one. Drink up quickly. It'll take you to where you must be." You look ever so baffled, needing to pick red or green. And what does he mean by "it'll take you where you need to be"? Whatever you think, it must only be a dream. You pick a cup, your preferred color, of course, and take a big sip. And as you do, your head feels dizzy. The room starts to spin as the fire feels cold. You look to him, believing you must have been poisoned. He waves you farewell, and everything goes black. You wake up now on a bed of clouds, spiraling in many colors. Perhaps it was drugs that he gave to you, or perhaps you need to eat less food. Regardless of the reason, and regardless of why, you stand up and find the clouds, softer than cotton, fluffier than wool. You can't help but flop down face first and roll every which way, bouncing back and forth, rolling all around, enjoying the brilliant comfort of the fluffy cloud. And as you play all around, you eventually find a strange sound. A high-pitched giggle, perhaps that of a child. And you look around, but cannot find the sound. Jumping around, you try to see, only to nearly fall down into the sea beneath. But then you are caught in a fluffy hand, or perhaps one of wind. You're very unsure. All you know is it's definitely colorful, almost looking tasty. The thought is broken, and you hear the voice that was giggling to you a moment before.
Hi, what are you doing on top of my head?
You look to see where it may have been coming from, only to see a happy face upon the cloud in which you were bouncing. You notice now their big happy grin, their bright red cheeks, and starry eyes.
What were you doing bouncing on my head? It's weird, you know.
You look at the cloud and apologize profusely, letting them know that a frog, or not a frog, Mr. or Miss, sent you here saying it's where you needed to be. They look confused as they're not quite sure why.
I don't know why he'd do that. We're just here to have fun.
You look to the cloud with a puzzled look, questioning what they mean by we're, as suddenly you see all the clouds around sprout eyes and mouths and arms and hands. Some are small, some are big. Baby clouds being fed by large parent ones. Smaller clouds, children in size, running around playing with balls of starlight. But yet it's the day. Is this where they are? You ask the cloud how they have stars.
Well, you silly goose. We play with them during the day. That's why you don't have them at night.
You look confused, but just shrug. After all, it's a dream. Why question it at all? You ask the cloud if you can play. After all, hey, why not? The clown looks excited, calling over his friends.
Hey, you lot! I've got someone else!
The clouds rush over on a gust of wind, nearly blowing you off once again. You see 5 other clouds, all varying in size, but one of them holds the ball of starlight. You wonder how you could play, when all of a sudden, you feel a drop of rain. One of blues, greens, and whites, silvers, golds, and yellows. You pick up a droplet, and you take a sip. After all, if you're going to play, you need to be hydrated. And as you do, a gust of wind blows you afar, bursting into steam and unraveling into the air. Panicked and scared for a moment, you notice this feels good. And suddenly, and surprisingly, you're a cloud of your own. In the shape of a person, you look on down, seeing children pointing up. Like you looked up at the sky. When you decided that clouds were shaped like people, perhaps they were. But nonetheless, you're here to play. You look to the young clouds before you say that you are more than happy to play their game. With excited looks, they pass you the ball. The starlight shines, a breeze of light. Caught in your hands, you hold it tight. A shimmering ball of unending beauty. Oh, should you pass it back? In the end, you know, be rude. You go ahead and throw it to those little dudes. You pass it round, back and forth. The stars going from here to there and all around everywhere. Go up and down, left and right, carried by the wind that you seem to control. It's such a fun game as you run around before the starlight seems, well, profound. Is this really all there is? Balls of light? You thought they were bigger, gas giants in the sky. But there's no point in pondering as night comes on, and the bigger clouds look on down. And one speaks out in a thundering tone. Come on, children. The stars must be placed out. It's time for bed. With a song and a whine, the children let go. You grab onto one and keep it close, as all the other stars spread through the sky, a beautiful sight before your eyes. But you keep that star, you don't want to let it go. You keep it with you. After all, who could know? You see all the clouds getting tucked into bed, or perhaps in the wind. It's still unclear. Not sure what to do, you find yourself cuddling up to your little bit of starlight, believing perhaps in the morning you shall wake up and everything will be absolutely normal. You slowly drift until the end, and then you sleep safely in bed. Story time over. And that's it, sweetie. Back to the world of the waking. Well, I had a lot of fun saying stuff there. Well, I'm sure that could be a lot longer. So if you'd like a part 2, let me know. Outside of that, please like or subscribe, or both, if you enjoyed. And of course, if you want to give me a little extra encouragement, my Patreon is down below. The rest assured, I'm gonna make things anyway. It's a total amount of fun. Tripped on my words, but I'm leaving that in. Well, until next time, bye-bye.